All right, great, Tom. So we just talked about high right. What about high left? So high left being high will but low skill or ability. Like, what do you do?
Yeah, high will and low ability are usually new people who are very excited to join, and I give those folks a pass for however long that our onboarding and initial enablement program is. But if they're not new, I mean, sometimes you can have people up here who are not new. They have low ability but high will. Then we should figure out specifically what they're missing, and then send them back to training. Or maybe it's just harder for them to grasp versus other people, and they need to hear it again. Maybe they need to hear it from somebody who is in the high will or high ability, high skill area.
Yeah.
It's even possible that our training needs to be adapted to a different learning style. I mean, maybe we miss something, especially if we see it from time to time with other folks. Then I would even ask them, since they had high will, to help us to help them to make the skill part of this more effective.
You're giving them a lifeline. You're giving them a lifeline.
Yeah, because they're good people. Because if they have the will, most people can be brought up to the appropriate skill level with good training, and we should make that investment. One cannot, however, like will themselves into being a professional athlete or a brilliant scientist or the very best sales rep in the company every single year among hundreds. But you really don't need that for your team and your company to be extraordinarily successful. Strong will can overcome a lot of obstacles, and it's really great to have them on the team.
Yeah, I agree. So I would even go as far as saying I'd prefer to have a team of highly willing individuals that want to learn the process, the methodology, the skill, or the baseline, rather than someone that fights against it, that is highly skilled from their history or from their past performance in a different company. So, and that goes back to hiring profiles too. You usually want to hire for willingness with just enough skill so you can round them out and make them even better. If you hire an expert in a particular role, then that expert is expecting their expert skills to be used and recognized solely, as an example. And that might be okay depending on the role. But when you're building a team of contributors that you want to round out into your methodology or process or go-to-market framework, usually you got to have willingness first.
Couldn't agree more. A lot of times those highly skilled people, they bring a ton of experience from somewhere else. If they don't adopt your system, they start to change your system one way or another. And then that starts to create confusion, especially if they are strong, very strong individuals. And that can actually be a detriment. So you have to watch out for that for sure.